Okay, so we're looking at how we can calculate the lower and upper quartile for grouped data. So we're still dealing with this question here. We've got these classes, and this is the frequency here. So let me just get this table here. And I bring it here. So we need to find the lower and upper quartile for this class, these classes. So just like the median, okay, with these quartiles, you need to first find the position. We'll start with the lower quartile, okay? We need to find the position of the lower quartile class, okay? Maybe before that, let me tell you what these letters mean. So LQ, okay, is the lower limit of the quartile class. CQ is the class width over the lower quartile class. FQ minus 1 is the cumulative frequency for the quartile class. And FQ is the frequency of the quartile class. Oh, this is cumulative frequency before the quartile class, sorry. FQ minus 1, cumulative frequency before the quartile class. Okay, so first things first, we need to find the quartile, lower quartile class. This n divided by 4. Okay. This here is what's going to help you find the position. Yes, is that a question? Is that a question? Okay, so we find the position. First things first, n represents the total frequency. Okay, so you're going to say 35 divided by 4. We get 8.75. Okay, so we're going to look for the 8.75 position. So where we're going to look for this? In the cumulative frequency column here. Okay, I hope we remember how to get our cumulative frequencies. Okay, so from 0 to 3, you can find 8.75. But from 4 to 12, you can find 8.75th position. Okay, from 4 to 12. So our lower quartile class is this one here. Okay, this class from 10 to 20. This is our lower quartile class. Any questions before we move further? That's the first thing you need to do. First, find the position. Then, afterwards, you can now get the lower limit and the other stuff. So, any questions before I move further? LQ, lower limit of quartile class. In this case, since our quartile class is from 10 to 20, so the lower limit is 10. CQ, the class width of the quartile class. Okay, class width 10, 20 minus 10, that is 10. FQ is the frequency of the quartile class. Frequency of the quartile class is 9. FQ minus 1, cumulative frequency before class. Cumulative frequency before the quartile class is 3. Yes, let's see what else. FQs, yes. And then n divided by 4 is position of quartile class, which is 35 divided by 4, which we said 8.75. Is that okay, madam? Okay. So now we can put the formula here, okay? We have LQ and it's just a matter of substitution. So LQ is 10 plus CQ is going to be 10 n over 4. We got our 8.75. Cumulative frequency before the quartile class 3. Frequency of the quartile class 9. So 8.75 minus 3, you get 5.75. 5.75. Then 10 times 5.75, that is 57.5 divided by 9. Colleagues, what is 57.5 divided by 9? 6.388. So 10 plus 6.388, we get 16.388. Yes. Any questions? Hello. No, sir. The mean we solved it. It's the lower quartile. Yes, last time we were dealing with ungrouped data, but now we're dealing with grouped. Yes, and also, so the way you calculate the mean mode in group is different from ungrouped data. Everything we're calculating here is different from how we calculated ungrouped data. Mm, okay. Let me run you through. Let me run you through, sir, so that yeah, okay, all right. Okay. So, the first thing you need to do is you need to find the position of the lower quartile class. Okay. That's why there's this n over 4 here. Okay. Just remember the same way we're calculating median for group data, same format here. Okay. So n represents the total frequency. Okay. If you remember in our table here, the total frequency was 35. Okay. So you say 35 divided by 4, you get 8.75. Okay, this is the position of our lower quartile class. Okay, after you find the position, sir, the next thing you need to do is you go to your cumulative frequency column here. Okay, to see where can you find 8.75. You can't find it between 0 to 3, but you can find it between 4 to 12. Okay, 8.75, you can find it between 4 to 12. So our quartile class is this one here, 10 to 20. Okay, we've established our quartile class. Is that okay, sir? And everyone else who entered in late, is that okay up to this point? If there are any questions, feel free to ask. Once you've determined your class, the lower quartile class, okay, then you just need this information here. The lower limit of the quartile class, since the quartile class is 10 to 20, so the lower limit is 10. The class width, CQ, of the quartile class, just do 20 minus 10, that is 10. The frequency of the quartile class, 9. Okay, all of this information is from the table, colleagues, okay? Yes. Then the cumulative frequency before the quartile class, 3. Then once you've got all this information, sir, you just put it into the formula here. Any questions before we move to the upper quartile? Mm-hmm. No, it's the same as the median one. Remember, median also you find you come to the cumulative frequency. This is where you determine where the class is from. Yes. So here, no, madam, don't worry. Do not worry. Okay, colleagues, remember, conf- in in the road to understanding, confusion is part of the journey. Okay. So, madam, you are going to understand these things. Okay. Yes. So, as I was saying, madam, the position is determined here in the cumulative frequency. Okay. Do not get a mistake and come here straight to the class and say, oh, 0 to 10, 8.75. No, 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 no. Come to the cumulative frequency column. Okay. That's where you determine the position. So here, since we saw the 8.75 position between 4 to 12, that's how we determined that our class, this 10 to 20, is our lower quartile class. That's how the cumulative frequency is. It's like from 0 to 3, 4 to 12, then here 13 to 27, 28 to 35. Yes, madam, you are looking at the right date. This cumulative frequency column, madam, the way you translate this, okay? Yes, yes. These things are put in paper. In the exam, you don't need to put the numbers are put in paper. I've just put them for so that you can grasp the concept. Okay. But that's how you interpret this cumulative frequency column from 0 to 3. Then the next number is 12, and this one ends on 3, so it's a 4 to 12. Then 13 to 27, then 28 to 35. That's how you'll be able to determine, okay, where is this position located in? Mm. Then that's how you interpret this cumulative frequency column, sir. Because this cumulative frequency column, as you can see, originally it's 3, 12, 27, and 35. So the way you can interpret it, if you put it in ranges, 0 to, since 0 is the smallest number, so 0 to 3. Then after 3, it comes 4. 4 to 12. Then the next one, 13 to 27. Then 27 to 35. We're just putting them in ranges, sir. We are just putting them in ranges so that we can determine our position. Yes. The range is, we're just seeing the numbers between from 3 to 12, 12 to 27, 27 to 35. The range doesn't need to be always consistent for the cumulative frequency. Okay. It doesn't have to be consistent. It depends on what you've calculated as your cumulative frequency. That's how now you'll be able to see the ranges. They don't need to be consistent. continue asking colleagues and ask until you're tired. Mm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It will still be in this. It will still be in this. It will be still be in this range from 4 to 12. The number that you always finish with. Yes. N- No, we can't bring in a six. As I said, yeah, what you do is dependent on the numbers you calculate for this cumulative frequency. Okay, these 12, 27, and 35, they were calculated. Okay, so you can't change, or just hold on, madam. So you can't change and put like say, okay, let's say 6 to 12. No, you're just following the order of your cumulative frequency. Yes, madam. Yes, sure, sure, sure. Yeah, yes, yes. Okay. Yes, cumulative frequency. Yes, 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 madam. Mr. Kennedy, as madam. No, colleagues, don't worry. This is part of learning, okay? This is part of learning. Yes. Mr. Kennedy, as Madam Charity explained it better than me. Yes. Uh, what do you mean? Mm, 14 and 27. Yes, 14 and 27 here. Like this. Yes, 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 yes. Once you find the position, yes, once you find the position where it is, then now you refer to the class there. Yes. Yes. And remember our answer 16.38 is between 10 to 20. So is that okay, Mr. Kennedy? First, yeah, you determine first, you tabulate your cumulative frequencies. Then once you've tabulated them, in your mind, you should, okay, no, I've got a 3, 12, and 27 and 35. So in your mind, you should just think, okay, so for this one, it's 0 to 3. The next one, 4 to 12. Next one, 14 to 27. So that when you're locating the position, you know where to, you choose the correct class, basically. Yes. Any other questions? Remember, even though we take 100 hours, even though we take 100 hours, so long as you have got the concept. Okay. So we now move to our upper quarter. So to determine the position, it is 3n over 4. So it means 3 times n is 35 over 4. So what is 3 times 35? 105. 105 divided by 4, 26.25. So colleagues, we come to the cumulative frequency. Where will we find this 26.25 here? Let me just scroll up. Where are we going to find 26.25? Between 14 and 27, yes. So our upper quartile class is 20 to 30. Okay, 20 to 30. Okay, so first things first, what is the lower limit of this class? So since we've determined, let me just get this information here. Our class is 20 to 30. So lower limit 20. Class width 30 minus 20, 10. Frequency of the upper quartile class 15. Cumulative frequency before our upper quartile class 12. Okay. Let me just put our formula. So lower limit is 20. Here, this is 26.25. The cumulative frequency before is 12. The frequency here is 15. So 26.25 minus 12, 14.25. 14.25 times 10, 142.25. 142.5. 142.5 divided by 15. You get 9.5. 9.5 plus 20, you get 29.5. Okay. And 29.5 is between 20 to 30. Okay. Use this as a guide, colleagues. Okay. Whatever answer you get, check if it's between the classes. That will be one of your guiding things to see if you're correct. Okay. So our upper quartile is 29.5. Any questions?